Hello everyone, welcome to Exambee. Embrace the Exambee learning experience. In this video, we are going to discuss important questions for NICL AO, NICL AOIT and PFRDA Grade A IT, and this is the part 6. These questions will be helpful for every upcoming exam in the IT sector. And for the previous parts, you can check out the playlist we have made on the main channel. So before starting this video, let's have a bit of motivation that we have multiple candidates selected in SEBI Grade A, RBI Grade B, NABARD Grade A, IUPAS SO and many more exams. Also, you can be the next person to select in the government jobs. One more thing, if you are preparing for SEBI Grade A, NABARD IT and IUPAS SOIT. So we are launching a new batch for SEBI Grade A on 1st September, for NABARD Grade A IT on 8th September, IUPAS SOIT on 15th September. Check out more details on our website. So you can enroll yourself, and for discount you can check the month-end offers which will be live from 27th to 31st on our website. So let's start with the first question. Which statement describes the primitive scheduling? So first option says a running process keeps the CPU until the voluntary yield. That is actually a non-primitive scheduling. So this is incorrect. The second option says a process can be moved from running to ready based on a timer interrupt. Yes, this is correct. In primitive scheduling, the operating system can interrupt a running process using a timer and move it to back the ready queue. Then option C says a process is moved from blocked to running when input output completes. So that is not true. The process first goes to the ready state, not directly to the running state. The next option is context switching happens only on system calls. That is not true either, because interrupts can also have the context switches. The option E says the longest job always run first. That is specifically depend on the scheduling policy. So this is not a definition of permission. So option B would be the correct answer. The next question, a system has TLB lookup of 10 nanoseconds, main memory access of 100 nanoseconds. On a TLB hit you do 1 memory access, on a miss you will do 2. TLB hit rate is 90%. What is the effective memory access time? So on a TLB hit we spend 10 plus 100, that is 10 seconds, and on a miss we are spending 10 plus 2 times of 100, that is 210. So the hit rate is 90%. So the effective time will be 0.9 times of 1110 and 99 plus 0.1 for 210, which is exactly 21. So this is given here 120 seconds. So option C would be the correct answer. Third question, which anomaly is still possible at read committed isolation? First option says dirty read, that is prevented by read committed. So that is not possible. Non-repeatable read, yes, this is correct, because each read sees the committed data at the moment. Two reads inside the same transaction may return different results. Now the option C, phantom read, that is usually require serializable isolation to prevent. So this is not correct. Then lost update is guaranteed to occur. So there is no guarantee. It depends on the implementation. Then the option E, also again guarantee to occur. So there is no guarantee. So option B would be the correct answer. Now next question, a relation ABC with functional dependency A tends to B, B tends to C. So which of the following will be true? So option A says R is already in BCNF. So that is not true, because B tends to C violates the BCNF, because since B is not a key. Then option B is decomposing the relation in AB and then BC is lossless and dependency preserving. So yes, this is the correct answer. The decomposition is lossless because B is common and it is a key for one of the decomposed relation. So all the dependency will be preserved. Then option C, only 3NF can be achieved. BCNF is not possible. So that is wrong. BCNF will be achievable here. Then option D, A is not a key. That is incorrect, because A can determine both B and C. So it is a key. Then option E, decomposition into AC and AB will preserve all the functional dependency. That is not true, because B tends to C, not B. So A would be lost. So option B would be the correct answer. The next question is, what statement about TCP is accurate? So first option says TCP is connectionless and unordered. So this is actually UDP. So this option is wrong. TCP provide congestion and flow control. Yes, this is correct. TCP uses sliding windows and flow control and other algorithm to provide congestion control. And option C, TCP is best for DNS queries. So this is not true. Usually UDP is best for DNS queries. Then option D, TCP has no handshake, it's a one-way. So actually TCP uses three-way handshaking. Then option E, TCP header are fixed at 20 bytes with no possible option. So that is again false, because TCP header include options like MSS and SAC. So they can be larger than 20 bytes. The next question, for IPv4 subnet /26, how many usable hosts exist per subnet? So let's calculate that. /26 means 32 minus 26 equals to 6 host bit. So 2 to the power 6 would be 64, and we subtract two addresses, one for network ID and one for broadcast ID. So we will get 62 addresses. So now let's check the option. See 62, so option B would be correct. Option A says 32, it would be /27. Then option C is 64, that is in total, but I have asked our usable host addresses, so that would be again incorrect. Then 126, it will require /25, not 26. Then 254, that is for /24. The next question is, an AVL tree become unbalanced after inserting a key into left child of a node. Rotation fixes it. First is right rotation. Yes, this is the classic left case. A single right rotation will balance the tree. Then other options like left rotation. So it is used in the case of right. So that is not there. Then left right rotation, it will imbalance the tree. Right left rotation, it will also imbalance the tree. And E option says no rotation is required. That is also incorrect, because AVL always rebalances while violated. Next question is, hash table with a chaining has 10 buckets and stored 25 keys. What is the load factor and expected average successful search cost? So first is load factor, which is alpha equals to the number of keys divided by number of buckets. So here we will divide 25 by 10. So we'll have 2.5, right? Now chaining, the expected cost of successful search is about 1 plus alpha divided by 2, right? So 1 plus 2.5 divided by 2 equals to 1 plus 2.5, that is 2.25. So among the options, the closest value is 2.5. Now let's see the options. Option A says alpha is 2.5 and the cost is 2.5. So yes, that will be the correct answer. Now the next question, dynamic dispatch in object-oriented programming most directly enables. First is compile time overloading. So no, that is resolved in compile time. Then option B, runtime method overriding behavior. So yes, this is the exactly what dynamic dispatch does. It's choose a overridden method at a runtime based on the actual object type. Then option C, multiple inheritance resolution order. So that is related to some languages but not the essence of dynamic dispatch. Then encapsulation of fields, it is different concept altogether. Then operator precedence rule, it is again not related. Now the next question is, which scenario best specify the Liskov substitution principle? So option A says a subclass throw more general exceptions than its base. So this is not a core idea. Then option B say a subclass requires stricter predictions than its base. It actually will break LSP. And a subclass maintains base class invariants and does not strengthen the preconditions. Yes, this is the correct answer. LSP means that a subclass should be completely substitutable for its base class without demanding any extra conditions. The next option says A subclass exposes base internals for performance, so that will break encapsulation property, so it would be not correct. This is all about the questions. If you want a PDF file of these questions, so you can check out the description box. Also, we are providing a course for NICL AOIT in which you will get the video lessons, study notes, live out classes, MCQ booklets in which you will get 4,000 plus questions, which will be more than enough for your preparation. Other than this, we are providing expert sessions which are designed to help you prepare 50% faster, and our mock tests are based on the actual exam level. And also, if you are confused about how to prepare general awareness, so you can download our BPedia, which is a completely free PDF, and we are providing BPedia on a yearly basis, monthly basis and weekly basis, also on daily basis. You can check on our website to download this PDF. So best of luck for your preparation. Thank you. Prepare 50% faster with iXambi.